Hi guys, how are you? Welcome back to Dream Tarot. I wanted to clear something up about yesterday's read. I did see in the comments that a lot of people kept mentioning Virgo, and I guess I called you guys Virgo in your read yesterday. I didn't even notice that I did, obviously. So honest mistake. I know that it could be a little jarring because it's kind of like when you're on a date with someone and then they call you someone else's name. It kind of just messes up your mood, your train of thought. You kind of feel cheated on. It was an honest mistake, guys. I'm just on pilot mode and, I'm also human. So prone to making mistakes. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I know some people can be thrown off and then they feel like the read is not for them. Some people watch readings very intentionally. And even if one little thing is off in the reading, they get very agitated. I don't know what to say about that. I don't receive things that way, but I can understand how that may irritate some of you guys. Okay, so honest mistake. Um, but I thought I would do a Gemini bonus today just to clear things up and, make amends. All right, so let's see. Anything significant for Gemini? A quick message for Gemini at this time. Let's see. Quick message for my Geminis. Anything significant that needs to come out today? All right, 10 of Wands, Hierophant, Ace of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. Okay, what's under that? The Knight of Pentacles. All right. I'm hearing like, okay, like when, how can I best put this? It's almost like there was a shortcut to doing something. This can be anything in your life, maybe to advancing in your career. Maybe this could be like, a relationship. Something was moving way too fast. This could be making money. This could be your healing process. There was like a shortcut, okay? But the shortcut wasn't really a guaranteed, it doesn't guarantee success in some way, and I feel like something you're going to have to start from scratch. Okay. And it can be very overwhelming because you could have felt like you were so close to reaching a certain goal, but you're having to start from scratch because something was being laid down on faulty foundation. So it's like I can finish through with the fast path, and just be okay with that. But I know more than likely a year from now, things are going to start coming up. It's almost like you're laying down a house and you're doing it the fast way. Of course, yes, you get to move in the house in a faster time, but a year from now, the roof is going to start leaking, and bugs are coming in through the holes that weren't properly sealed, and there's electrical issues. So it's like someone here is realizing that trying to do something the fast way is just going to cause problems down the line, and there's someone here who's being very wise about this. They could just continue to get what their goal is, but they also know that it may not be a long-term keep. Like, this is not a long term fix for me. This is not a long term solution. So, someone here is having to start all over again, kind of rip something apart and start from scratch. Okay. And do things the more mundane way, do things the more longer way, the longer route that they were trying to avoid, but it's almost like it's inevitable to avoid this route. So let's see what this is about. If this is concerning your career, relationships, healing, what is this for you? So something's going to take longer than someone wanted, but it's going to be a permanent solution in their life, which is just like very reassuring that you don't have to go back and upkeep this every year or so. All right, what's the 10 of Wands? All right, death card. So this is like transformation that you could be going through. You could be going through a complete transformation, really getting into the person that you want to be. If you want to be more spiritual, more intuitive, that is definitely something that you're working towards. If you're wanting to be a boss babe, a boss man, someone who's on top of their career, has a really good job, making lots of money, you're definitely aiming towards that. If you're someone who just wants a total, body transformation and you're going to be getting in the gym, you're going towards that. So there's a transformation that's guaranteed for you here, but it's going to take longer and it's going to take more work. And someone is realizing this. It's not favorable. It's not something that someone feels happy about, but it's almost like you could have looked at someone else's life, or maybe there's like someone that inspires you, that you're seeing their faults. Okay. So it's almost like you're able to see, with the evidence card, you're able to see something play out in someone else's life that may have taken the fast track. And you're seeing that this person is struggling as well. So it's like that didn't really solve their issues. That didn't solve their problem. They're still having issues now. I used to want to do things like them, but I see how that just doesn't work. And I want to do something that's guaranteed. Okay. So it does feel very ritual, like, you're going through a rite of passage in your life and you have to take the longer path. Let's see what this is about. Because the Hierophant is like tried and true way of doing things. So it's not like coming up with your own ideas, not doing things your own way, kind of doing things the tried and true path, doing things that have been proven to work from years to come. This can be very ancestral, or this is something that has a lot of history to be known to do right. It is a very mundane way of doing things, or very boring, but it's going to produce the best results for you, to where you don't have to go back and check your work. You're just done. Okay. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. It's going to be very slow. It's going to require a routine out of you. Or a ritual out of you. It's going to require patience. It's going to require you to be reliable towards your goals, but it's guaranteed results here. Let's see what else is here. So I see the 8 of Wands. So this may even mean missing certain opportunities that are coming your way because you have to focus on something else. It's almost like you have to study for an exam and all your friends are like, we got tickets to the Kendrick Lamar concert. Are you coming out tonight? And you're like, no, I have to focus on the bigger picture at hand. Okay. So a lot of people are not going to understand this, especially people who are used to doing things very unconventional, kind of like that 7 of Swords energy. You could be not purposely, but just by circumstance, having to separate from maybe family, from friends, from coworkers, from a love situation even. All right, what's the 10 of Wands? Ooh. Yeah, the Star. So this could be your healing process or just you rejuvenating yourself. Some of you guys are going through maybe a Saturn return, where things have been just super hard, super like depressing, super down for you right now. Or you're going through a period where it may have been maybe your roughest time in your life. And for you to heal and for you to have this rejuvenation and renewal and this big transformation in your life, you have to kind of focus in. Something is getting disrupted, I'm telling you. So if you are trying to do something the fast way, it's going to be disrupted. And the only reason that's being disrupted by the universe is because spirit just doesn't want you to suffer the disappointment down the line when it doesn't work. They want you to try the thing that may take a little bit more time and discipline, but it's going to stick in your life where you can move forward and have way more progress down the line without having to double back. All right, let's see what the Hierophant is. So Hierophant is tried and true, getting more into your spirituality, getting more into your religion even, okay? Some of you guys may be going back to school with the Hierophant. You could be taking classes or trainings here. What's the Hierophant? Some of you guys are trying to get licensed, okay? Like you could do something unlicensed, but there's no guarantee that you will be able to prosper down the line with no license. It's like, I need to get licensed. I need my degree or something. That way I know I'm guaranteed to always be able to work in a certain field, okay? So that's for some of you. What's the Hierophant here? Yeah, we have trap, okay? So like God, the universe is not playing with you. They're like, listen, you keep trying to do things your own way, you're going to get sat down, okay? I feel like you're being redirected here, okay? But there's something that you don't see it as a blessing right now. You're feeling like you're doomed. All the progress that you're putting in is doomed. Spirit's trying to say like this is nothing compared to what you can have in the future. So stop trying to do things your way and get in line, okay? Like there's a strategy to this, or there's like a method to this madness that's going on in your life. What's the Hierophant? Death card. I'm telling you, some of you guys are about to have a complete transformation where you won't even be recognized within next year, 2025. I feel like people are not going to even know how to get next to you. Your energy, your star power is going to be so high that certain people of your past may even be intimidated to speak to you by this time next year. It just seems so far from now, but really it's not. Let's see what else is here. Yeah, Three of Wands, okay? There's an energy where you're waiting for the arrival of something new, your big break, or just the time that you're feeling a huge blessing in your life. You feel like you can really live life the way that you envision yourself to. It is coming, but it takes you to do something a little bit different than you're used to. Do something more traditional, do something more cohesive for yourself. All right, so Ace of Swords. So you've been told this before, or you've come to this realization before. Some of you guys pull your own cards. Some of you guys, your intuition is being strengthened. You've gotten some type of symbolism or some type of download, or I don't know, some type of signals here that you've seen that are telling you that this is the right way to do things. So you kind of know this to be true. What's the Ace of Swords? All right, what is this for Virgo? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, what's the Ace of Swords for Gemini? Ooh, she's evil. Okay, Nightmare. Some of you guys got a bad dream that kind of like told you what could possibly happen if you don't listen. You're probably not listening to your ancestors or your spirit guides right now. That could be not because you're not obedient, more so out of frustration, feeling frustrated, feeling like you have been doing things the right way and you keep getting surpassed, or you're seeing other people catch their big breaks and not you. But there could have been like this energy where in a period of darkness that you've been feeling, right? Like dark night of the soul, or even in a nightmare, you're getting the truth of where you could be. All right. And it all lies within a routine, Gemini. It all starts with a routine for you to have better management over your life, for you to do things in a very organized way. You may like to live your life without rules, okay, especially during this time. You have been living very unconventionally and it's been a very fun ride for you. It's been exciting. You felt like the most like you were on top of the world doing this. So having to convert into a routine or a systematic type of day to day is just not favorable for you. But you know this to be the truth to your success. It could be really hard for you. Okay, so that's interesting. Let's see what else is here. Clarify the Ace of Swords. Sorry. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so if you listen and you take in this word that is coming to you, whether it's word of mouth from a person, from God Himself, or herself, whatever you believe in, from the universe, from your spirit guides, your angels. There is a offer here, offer for more stability in your life. So this could be like maybe a job that's coming in, but it's going to require you to work in a very systematic way. Some of you guys are leaving from remote positions to working in office, which requires more micromanagement and supervision. Could be something that you're just not down for at this time, but it brings about more stability in your life. Okay, it definitely comes with a higher pay, and it comes with maybe more benefits and a promise of your future positions to come. Chariot, yeah, there's career success here, but it could require a job that's very, you really have to get really organized, or you have to do things very mundane. It could seem very boring, but it's going to bring you part to your manifestation of being very successful, having a lot of money, having a really nice home, having a nice car, having the successful relationship. um, I don't know, it's propelling you into what you want here. You've been pushing this away, and I understand that, because you could be feeling very frustrated where you're like, I'm just going to do things my way. There's like a stubbornness here, okay? And it comes from disappointment or just having a rough period in your life. What's the Wheel of Fortune? Some of you guys may feel like you have been persecuted by the universe, and you are not someone who puts out bad karma. So you're like, okay, I've been a good person. Why am I having such a rough year? I feel like it's just part of your strength, like building you up for the successful person that you will be. Anyone who's going to be very uber successful cannot be a weak individual. So if you never were faced with adversity, you wouldn't know how to deal with certain things when you do reach this level of success. Okay. So it has really nothing to do with you being a good or bad person. What's the Wheel of Fortune? So things are going to be looking up for you. You're going to feel more lucky, more blessed. Your life is turning around. The turning point is surrendering. I hope you know that, which can be really hard. Okay. Also, you're not seeing this coming. You've already just accepted your fate of just a lot of, doom and disaster, which is not really what's going down here. All right. So you're not seeing that things are about to turn around for you in a major way. We also have family here. So things could be changing with your family. Things could be changing in your background, like your Four of Wands, your community, where you live, what you're used to doing. Things could be changing around with that. There's something about, like, say you're not moving, it could be like your community is starting to elevate. Maybe it's getting gentrified or something like that. But it really does correlate to what's going to happen with you. Not saying you're becoming gentrified, but you could be elevating in lifestyle and also in purpose. So things are changing in your family dynamic for the better, whether that's in your immediate family or maybe like with your parents, your siblings, your extended family, your ancestors, but things are also changing in your background. So that could be like what you do for work, how much money you make for work, your living space, your communities. Things are elevating here. Okay. One more card. Yeah, the Tower. Things are literally being broken down to be built back up for something much more better. Okay. So I don't know. I keep getting gentrification. It's weird. Almost like we're tearing down a apartment, an old apartment for condos, like $1 million condos. Okay. So you're being torn down. You're going through this rough period. Things keep slipping through your fingers. You don't understand why. It was never for you. This was never your path. And you were about to settle for a life that you definitely is too small for you. Okay. You deserve it all. You deserve all the charity, all the abundance. You deserve a lot of luck. You deserve more than this. Yeah, the Empress. Okay. You're about to grow into something major. You are going to get a lot of recognition for your achievements. So if you feel like you're doing all of this for nothing, what's to come? There is a lot of recognition, whether this is with a job that's going to pay you right, or promotion, or just career success, a business success for those of you who are business owners. You're growing in a major way, and there's a birth here. So we're rebirthing Gemini in a major way. This rough period is not for nothing, okay? That's something that you have to understand and take in, that yes, it has been rough. Yes, something was almost coming towards you and then it got ripped from your fingers. That's because something much greater is coming through. This may be a slower process than what you're used to, but it's all the more worth it. Okay. So, everything that you've been through, the pain, the disappointment, the betrayal, all the patience that you've had to have, all of that will be given back to you plus more. So you have a very abundant period coming in. And I feel like by this time next year, no one will recognize you, or people will be too intimidated to come and step beside you. And that's real. Your background is changing. All right, let's see if we can get some oracle. All right. So I was asking, before I pull Oracle, I was asking the cards, tell me about old Gemini and tell me about new Gemini. And we have the Hierophant here. So I'm telling you, you really have to get serious with your goals. It takes more than just wishing on a star, which I know that you guys know that already, but it really takes discipline and routine. Get organized, make a plan. You know how people make business plans? Make a life plan. Where do you see yourself next year and how are you going to get there? And there's templates online. I think you can even use Chat GPT to kind of help you out. Just map out all the things that are your goals, what you want, and tell them to give you a 12-month plan, and it can help you. And then you can rewrite it the way that you need. You have to get really serious, very organized to get there. So this is going to be your period of learning to be your most organized self. Okay. Old Gemini is the Judgment. Okay. So you could have been asking for forgiveness when forgiveness wasn't really needed. Some of you guys could have been very confused as to why things were happening to you. You were starting to think really deep in your past and wonder if the things that you did that you didn't really think twice about have now compiled to this harsh time, this harsh reality that you're going through. And I feel like the universe is like, forgive yourself. Like there's no reason for you to repent or ask for forgiveness here. Something really lies within you. You're the decision. It's not God's decision or the universe's decision of where you go from here. It's Gemini's decision. So I feel like you kind of misdirected your path. Like you're the leader here, but what do you really want? Do you want long-term success, or do you want something short-term that needs repairs every couple of months, right? And then new you is the Empress, thriving amazingly. Look how your background is changing. You have so much collateral, okay, on your hand. You have built so much. You have started anew. You transformed into something great. You're really on your way. So there's that. Let's get some oracle now. When I say you don't have to ask like God for forgiveness, like I don't mean that in a I don't mean that in a blasphemous way. I mean that like some of you guys started going back to like maybe your childhood and you're like, dang, I did steal Timothy's gum in class. Is that why I'm being persecuted today? It's like, no, that's not why. This is not to discipline. This is not to discipline you in a way where you're bad. This is a way to discipline you because you're a star. Does that make sense? All right, let's see. Tell me all about Gemini. All right, we have the butterfly. We have coffin. And we have the runner, okay? So here's hammer. And remember I was talking about building things like building that home and taking your time, taking the longer route. So sabotage could be a thing where maybe you were unknowingly sabotaging your growth because you just didn't understand, right? We have rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive. This is your interrogation, by the way. No, I'm just kidding. Repetitive, persistent, and working on it. Okay. And then we have butterfly. This one says relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. We have coffin. This one says endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. Period. And then we have the runner, and I see this as you, Gemini, and please stop running, okay? Runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego, your relationship with your ancestors, your relationship with your um, angels, your spirit guides, and God, okay, or the universe, whatever you believe in. Stop running. All right, should we do some last words? Let's do some last words, possibly. All right, give me some messages for my gemstones. I'm also having a sale, a summer sale on my readings and my site membership. So if you're interested, check out the link in the description box down below. All right, let's see for gemstone. All right. We have alcoholic here. So there could be someone in your life that is, maybe drinking a little bit too much. Maybe this is you. There's no judgment there. But this could also be something that maybe someone around you or you want to decrease. And I definitely do see that for you or for this person. It just takes a slower, it's kind of like weaning off of what could have been an addiction. It's like if you try to just quit cold turkey, more than likely you relapse. No judgment, by the way, okay? We have I love how you laugh. We have I'm married, highly protected, party time, ooh, great P word, great D word. All right, we have locked up, they won't let me out. Moving on, childhood trauma. I checked your phone. You make me angry. I'm no good for you. Depression. What is love? Too clingy and not letting you go. Okay. All right, we're going to leave it there. I love you, Gemini, and I'll speak to you in the next one.